Okay, so now we've got it, I have it put together. I want to make sure before I send things out to get plated that everything fit right and all that. And it's very smooth, no slop at all. The older nylon bushings, there's about 10 thousandths slop and everything. So the other problem is that the shaft was steel and that it was rusted. So what I've changed on this is that I've made up bronze bushings, and then also the shaft now it's a very high quality, very high strength stainless. So we should alleviate the rusting problems, and hopefully we have some good durability and very nice and smooth. So super happy with that. So let's go on, and we're gonna continue on with some videos of me making some tooling and how I was able to do this. Okay, talk to you very, very soon. Let's go. Start the film. Bob Vintage Lambo, let's get into, we gotta make some parts. So went ahead, cleaned things up to the point of me being able to work out making some new parts for it. These are going to get powder coated after I'm done making these parts for it. But you can see the shaft is pitted in here, a bit more on this side, and it just sort of chews up the bushing. You see all the grooving and everything, and these are probably a nylon, and so that's the case. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put in a really high quality stainless shaft in it. It's going to remain solid. You can see that this is hollow, but I'm going to keep this in a solid form. And so we'll cut it, we'll drill it so that we can make sure that it's straight through and it's going to fit right, all that good stuff. Just for an example here's an Espada that I had done, the old part, and you can see this one is really, really in bad shape. And again, same style of nylon bushing, but you can see it's quite a bit larger than this because the Espada is sporting about 700 pounds more on the front axle than the 350, so it's just beefed up. So that's what we're going to be doing. So hang on and we'll get into making parts. All right, I'm going to make a fixture so that I can machine the bronze bushing material. So anyway, that's what I'm starting off with. It's just going to be out of aluminum. So we're going to go at it, start machining. Okay, so I've machined this down to fit my collet size. So now I'm going to flip this, change out the chuck to a collet, and then we'll proceed with boring this out. Okay, so it's been flipped over. Again, I've shaved this down, actually down to the collet size, but it's actually the perfect size for what I need to do. And then I put a hole all the way through it. This is actually going to be two tools. And the tool that's inside here is actually going to be threaded, and it's going to be an M8. So I'm going to go much larger, of course, on this whole size here. I'm going to cut it off, and then I'm going to then proceed with doing the second tool. Okay, doing a boring process. Now that I have my tool in here, I'm going to then bore this out to very close to what I need, and then we're going to be putting the pin in and fitting it. Okay, totally handheld today, but anyway, so I have it out now. I had it turned like this to go ahead and do the cut for the bore. Now I'm going to flip it around. I need to do the length. So since bore is all done, and I wanted to have, since the bore was the motion going this way, I wanted to make sure that nothing moved. Now I have it in this position. I'm going to then go ahead, lock it in like this, and then I'm just going to slice this off and get it to the correct length. So I have it locked in, so I don't think I'm going to have any movement, but essentially I'm just going to be going in this direction to be doing cutoff on it. So I don't think I'm going to have any movement of this wanting to try and shift in here, and I have this locked in pretty good. All right, let's get into why I'm doing all this. And this is the plastic bushing that was inside, and you can see that it just is loose in here, and it's not just the shaft that's loose, it's loose how it is inside here. So one, these aren't available. I've never seen them available. Let's just put it that way. I've never seen anything like this available. Okay. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to incorporate this bronze bushing. And so to do that, I need to get these dimensions all coordinated together so everything is going to fit right. So as you had seen in a previous maybe video on this collection of little tidbits, I made this collar. You see how I have it sliced? I made this collar so I can slip it on. This is too large. So from the get-go, I can't fit this in. It's close, but it won't fit in. So I need to bring this down just enough so it just fits in here snug, so it's not going to want to spin at all. And so doing so, I first needed to see which part of this am I going to start out with. And essentially I'm starting out with this hole, and that's why I have this on here on the too big, whatever you want to call it. The diameter is too large on this portion with this ring. So I was able to clamp that in, make this. So now what I need to do is I need to make it fit into here. And so doing so, I'm going to do a little bit more trimming in here. I can see that, you know, it's not done. Okay, this is just showing you the process. So I machined this so that it fits just in that hole. And there it goes. And then I machined this so I can fit it onto here. Now you see this is threaded now on this side. So I have it as an M8. And then I'm going to put this on, and this is going to secure it so that this datum here is holding everything with that inside 16 millimeter or so hole that I have in there. So that's what's going to happen. And then I will machine this out. This is eventually probably going to be cut some because I'm going to be cutting this inside here. So I have the length correct now in here. I machined that, and the hole is correct. This thickness is correct. And now I need to go ahead and machine this so that it will fit snugly in the hole. Okay, that's the story. Once things are fitted in and everything like that, I'm going to make sure about pin fitment and all that. But essentially, I'm getting it very close. And then at the end, after this is powder coated, assembled, then the last pin correction, that will be done. All right, so that's the story right now. Let's get back at it. Okay, so I've got it down a bit, and I'm just testing on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a cut across here. I'm going to take it apart. I'm going to go and measure it out onto the part that it needs to be pressed into. And at that point, I'll see if I need to do a little bit more or not. I'm going to mark this and this and this. Everything's going to get marked so that when I reinsert it in, that I'm hoping to get everything lined up as well as it was now. But I'm trying to get it pretty much where I want it now, because obviously once you take something off and put it back on, you can never get that alignment back perfect. So this is going to take off very, very little on the actual bronze it might just sort of like true it up a little bit. Let's see. So I don't need to really cut on the back side at all here. I took a little off. Let's see what we have here. And let me just shut this off a second, otherwise you're just going to see my big head. Okay, with that amount, I think I'm going to take it apart. I'll mark up everything. I am going to do a slight little bevel on here when I take it apart, just to facilitate getting into the hole. So let me just start moving stuff around here a little bit. Lock that up a little bit. Let me go get a wrench. Well, this one was very handy, so let me just see about... Oh yeah, first I need to mark this up. So let me get a marker pen here. Now I did not tighten this up anything extreme. I don't want to distort anything. All right, and I'm just gonna do this lightly just to get rid of any flash there. Okay, no hang-ups on that, so I think we're good to go. Okay, have it back together. I would say it's off really like a thousandth, really not too much, so I'm just going to try and take a smidgen off and see what I can do here. And really, I'm not really taking much off. This is just a pass to see if I'm at 0. What I'm going to do is I'm going to press in a little bit. Using the slop in the machine to give me a hair more cut. And then the rest, I'm just going to press it in and we'll see. I can always work it out as far as the final reaming for the pin. So not overly concerned. I'd like to get it really close, but I think this is going to be as good as I need it. Okay, so I have it and it's fitting in good. I just have to sort of push it a bit, and then it locks up a little tighter at the end here, which is good. And I'm probably going to put in a type of a bearing material in there that locks it in. I want to make sure that this is not going to ever want to spin. So I'm really happy with those dimensions now. I'm just going to go ahead and make another one. Okay, so now that I have these machined in place, now I'm going to find out, and I've already done some measuring here, but let's just put this in place like this, where it should slip in barely, but it really doesn't. So I've gone ahead, I've measured the arm and where the bushing gap and everything, and I come up with, I think about 2/1000 should do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these bushings back up on the lathe, take off a little bit more material, and let's see what we have. Okay, so let's see what we have here now. I took a little bit off. Now, if I feel it's too much, I can shim behind here with a very thin shim. So not too worried about it per se, but I did take off a little bit. Let me see. Okay. I'll put a feeler gauge in there and find out exactly what I have here. Right now, I have just a little bit of wiggle right here. But when the pins are in, it's going to be really minute, but I'm going to find out exactly what it is. And again, I'm going to send these out to get plated, everything. When it comes back and all that, I'll do the final fitment up of everything, and then she's good to go. But I'm pretty happy with what it is right now. So we're set on the bushings. Now I need to do the pin. All right, I'm making tooling for the pin so that I can accurately drill it and center it and everything. So that's what I'm doing on the lathe right now. So I just finished boring the hole. All right, I have it all lined up to put this 8mm hole through the tool. And this tool is going to hold the pin eventually. Everything locked down really tight, and took it super easy, and now I have the guide hole going through the tool. I'm going to flip it. I need to put a slot in this tool so that when I put the pin in and when I clamp it, it locks it in place. All right, so with this view, you can see I have the pin is now inside. You can see the slot I have on the tool, and then I'm going to be drilling straight through, and this is going to line up everything so that after I take the pin out, I'm just going to clean up the edges here. All right, so a lot of fiddling about. In fact, even to put the pin in here, the hole going through here, I've had to smooth out where it enters in here. Otherwise the pin would catch on that, and I didn't want to scratch the pin. So that's really had to be reworked a bit. So now we have the pin. Let me just pull the pin out, and fits really nice. Pretty happy with everything. The pin has worked out really well. Everything is lining up now. So what I'll be doing is I'm going to be taking these bushings out now. I'm going to send these out for powder coating and everything like that. So that's essentially it. Making tools so that I can get the most accurate parts I can for it, and we've accomplished that. So it's not together yet. Naturally, I need to get everything cleaned up right. And if there's any other situations, I'm sure I can take care of it after the powder coating. Okay, so thanks so much. I will return shortly, and hope you will like and subscribe. Sorry I haven't been around for a little while. Been going through a few things in life.